Hey eBay sellers, welcome back. This is video number 106 and we are working through selling vintage items on eBay. The item in this video is called Alacite glass. And let me go ahead and give you a disclaimer that I am not a glass expert. I have sold some of these items over the years. These were in my house growing up, so I have seen them, but I am not by any stretch of the imagination an expert on glass. So I'm just kind of giving you an overview on some of these items that I have had some experience with so that you can look for them and maybe venture out on your own and learn a little bit more. So, first of all, let's go back to an article I did on Examiner back in 2011. I'm just going to go ahead and read this to you in case you are not familiar with what Alacite glass is. And I know a lot of you are listening while you're working and doing other things. So, Alacite glass is an ivory toned glass with an opal-like luster that was originally created by Henry Helmers. Alacite glass was colored with uranium oxide until 1942. That's called the old formula. The U.S. government later banned uranium's use because atomic weapons were being developed for the war, and Alacite glass makers were forced to modify their recipes, and so they created a new formula. You can tell which pieces are made with the old formula by placing the pieces under a black light. The older pieces glow greenish gold, and we'll see some of those on eBay in a minute. They're also called Vaseline glass or uranium glass. Alacite glass is beautiful and was used to make a number of different kinds of products: wall tiles, egg plates, candy dishes, tissue box covers, vases, ashtrays, figurines, and lamps. Dishes were made from alacite as well, but consumers quickly discovered that it was very brittle, which made the dishes easy to ruin. One of the biggest manufacturers of alacite glass was the Aladdin Company. Most of their pieces are stamped with their name or an A on the bottom, making it fairly easy to distinguish their pieces. There were also many imitations of alacite glass. Several other companies produced their own ivory glass in order to keep up with the trends of the time. Alacite glass appeals to both serious collectors and hobbyists. One of the most popular alacite pieces was a lamp made by Aladdin called the Tall Lincoln Drape. Several of Aladdin's other alacite lamps, as well as other types of alacite pieces, are still popular with collectors. Some older alacite lamps can sell for hundreds of dollars on eBay, and we're going to see that in just a minute. One thing I do not know, and if you're watching this, maybe you can explain, is how to tell the difference between alacite glass and milk glass, because some alacite is white, and unless it has the name of it on the bottom or Aladdin or the A, I don't know how you tell the difference, or if you hold the black light to it and see that it's the older one, it will glow the greenish yellow. So that's one thing I don't know how to do. So if we go over to Pinterest, we can take a look at some of these alacite items, and you can see that it is in some cases has a pinkish tint to it. We had lamps like this in my house growing up, just like this on a little marble top table. My grandmother also had them. So, you don't think of it at the time when you're a little kid. This is just what you see every day. You don't think one day, wow, this is going to be valuable. Here's an ashtray. Here's another really pretty lamp with like a 3D design on it. This is the kind of thing you're going to see at an estate sale probably, because my guess is that the Goodwills are getting smarter and they're testing this stuff, they're looking at it as it comes in, and it's probably going to get held at the front and priced high, but you never know. You'll also see a lot of these finials that go on the top of the lamps, and collectors use these. Also, they're used to make jewelry and other decorative pieces. So if the lamp itself is broken, but the finial is not, that could be something to sell still. And then here is one of the older lamps that's actually a kerosene lamp. You can see the the hole there with the cap on it where you would fill that with kerosene. So I always find it interesting to go on Pinterest and take a look at things. You'll also see that the vintage Aladdin pieces are often like Greco-Roman. They have the naked figures and that type of thing incorporated into the design. So they're really very beautiful. And if you're old like me, you may remember seeing some of these around. There's another finial that's really pretty. So let's go over to eBay and see what they sell for. Okay, so obviously these top two sold by the same person. Maybe they had a set, or maybe the first person didn't pay and they relisted. Nope, they said lamp number 2 here. $850, but this is probably a pretty rare item. But you can go down here and see the Aladdin lamp. Let's see if they show a photo of the logo on the bottom. That's what you really need to do if you are selling these pieces to convince the buyer that it is what you're saying it is. Always show a picture of the logo or the hallmark on the bottom. Now this is one that is the older formula that glows. So you can see here that it actually glows that greenish-yellow color, but in the regular light, it's just an off-white color. So that is how this is tested to see if it's the older formula. They shine a black light on it. Here's another one that is the older formula, $83 on that one. And let's see, here's another Aladdin. That one went for $52. And let's see if I'm not seeing any of the logos here. Maybe they've got this one. Or maybe it's just hard to see from if it's on the bottom there. Nope, I don't see a logo. So this is a really true vintage item to look for. This is that Lincoln drape keyword that we saw in the article. And let's see if this one has on the bottom. Nope, maybe there is no logo on this. See, I'm showing my inexperience with this type of item, but I did see one of these the other day, so wanted to make this video real quick and explain what this stuff is. But the name of it again is Alacite. It is very fragile and breakable, so when you do ship this stuff, you want to really package it well so it doesn't break. The fact that it's going to be 60 years old or older, when you ship it, makes it even more fragile. So just be careful with that. Okay, well, that is today's lesson, and the keyword is Alacite. So now you know a little bit about that and to look for those at estate sales and garage sales. Thanks for watching. Have a great day on eBay. Bye.